Hello everyone, welcome back to Context, the show where I take weird stories and I try to make sense. Well, actually no, I don't try to make sense of them at all. I just tell you what's going on and we all get to laugh at them together. So listen, let me talk about Doom for a second. This episode is about Doom, as you knew from the title, but let me talk about Doom for a second. So Doom's force fields are things of legends, right? They can deflect Nightcrawler, they can stop Cyclops' beams, they can even overcome celestial attacks. You know, those things that are like basically kind of gods. Yeah, they can kind of stop those attacks. But there's a key flaw that no one has figured out or realized until now. And that's that you can just unplug them. You can just unplug the force field and need power, duh. So join me as we explore this story of Dr. Doom's force field being unplugged. Our story begins with Spider-Man swinging through New York City, and because it's New York City, of course, traffic is really bad. It seems to be especially bad today, and especially crowded and backed up for good reason, right? Dr. Doom, and everyone kind of knows this and wants to get in on it, but Dr. Doom is speaking to the United Nations, and even, you know, the electric company is going to be there too. You know, let me just say this. The electric company loves doing these like little plugs to themselves in these comic books. I swear every comic is like something. Every comic they put like a little bit of something. I mean they're publishing the comics, so they might as well get some self-promotion, right? So Spider-Man is going to the United Nations, you know, to take pictures, you know, for Daily Bugle and all that. So Spider-Man is going there. And he's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna, you know, get inside, change clothes, you know, yada yada. But one of the security guards actually stopped him from going inside. He's like, hey, you need a pass. He's one of those security guards, you know, you're like, hey, listen, you know, I have, you know, literally everything to get in. I got my ID, I got blah blah blah. Oh well, do you have the special wristband? Do you have the special wristband to get inside? No, I don't have it, but I have literally everything to prove I'm just saying. No, you can't get in without the special wristband. I'm sorry. Even if it's the exact same. And then unfortunately for Spider-Man, you know, his pass of course says Peter Parker. It doesn't say Spider-Man. So just like I said before, he tries to prove like, hey, I'm Spider-Man. I can do flips, I can do jumps. I am literally shooting webs that's holding my weight from my wrist. Yeah, he does everything, but the guy's like, nah. You know, I see you're doing all this stuff a normal person can't do, but I mean, anyone could put on a costume, make custom webbing, and do all the stuff that you're doing, so I can't let you in. Like, what? Dude, I'm pretty sure you can make an exception. But anyway, while Spider-Man's going through that, J. Jonah Jameson and Robbie Robertson are both in the building too, waiting on Doom to come and talk to the United Nations. And Robbie thinks Doom, you know, is a bad guy, but JJ, he doesn't think so. In fact, all Doom has to say is, my friends, when he gets on stage, and he's like, see, told you, he's one of the good guys. Because a bad person has never ever called someone a friend before. It's like an unwritten rule of social interaction. If you're a bad person, you know, you can't call people a friend. That's not something that you're allowed to do. What's funny is that immediately after JJ says this, Dr. Doom proceeds to trap everyone so that in this building so that they can't get out. The same page. Happens on literally the same exact page that this occurs. You know, classic Doom, right? If you're gonna betray someone, you know, do it quickly. You know. So, Spider-Man, he, while this is happening, Spider-Man comes back as Peter Parker. Now, but it's too late, as Doom has already sealed everyone inside with his force field. So now he has to run back to change back into his Spider-Man costume. Dude, why didn't you just come as Peter Parker and put your Spider-Man costume in a backpack? Why he didn't do that, I have no idea. No idea. So meanwhile, Doom explains his plan. So he has this force field up, to keep everyone out and everyone in. And the plan is to basically just hold everyone there until they give him the world. Like, that's the plan. Just hold them there until they all give over the world to him. Like every leader signs away their nation to him. It's like a car title, right? Like, just quick signature and you give it to your buddy. So he's holding everyone there and he's like, hey, look, just give me the world, right? Otherwise you're not gonna be able to leave. So Spider-Man, he comes back, he has that quick, right? So Spider-Man's outside. And he can't get through the force field. And what he decides to do is he thinks about it and he's like, okay, it's a force field, it must run on electricity. And it's like, how did you determine that, Spider-Man? Like, how did you come to that conclusion? This thing that's supposed to, keep out the world military, mind you, because he has all the leaders, trapped in this place. So this thing is supposed to keep out all the the world's military, and you think it just runs on the wall outlet? Like Iron Man's suit doesn't run on a wall outlet or batteries. Like, why would you think that? But he comes to that conclusion, and he decides he needs to convey this message to the hostages. So he spells out, pull plug in the force field with his webbing. And then, the people being held hostage, they see it. And somehow, they come to the same conclusion as Spider-Man. Like, dude, come on, man. No way, dude. No, no way. No way would you think, oh, the person holding the United Nations hostage is dependent on a wall outlet for this plan to work. No way someone would think that. But regardless, not only do they, think that and figure that out, but they're able to sneak away from Doom and start unplugging all just different outlets, right? There's no rhyme or reason. They're just going around unplugging things. But they're having little luck until there's this one guy, and it's like, man, you know what? Screw this. And he finds the fuse box, and he shuts power to the whole building off, much to Doom's dismay. So everyone was right. Like, this stops Doom's entire plan. What's it good? Like, they wouldn't think to cut the power off. I guess he was making on no one thinking to cut the power off to the building, for this plan to work. So after this plan, this very complex plan doesn't work, he tries to run away, but he quickly gets knocked out by Spider-Man. And at the end, they basically thank Spider-Man for saving every country in the world, every nation in the world. And it's like, yo, like, dude, shouldn't you be thanking that guy who cut the fuse box off? Like, where's his parade? Like, I'm pretty sure he did a lot of the heavy lifting there. But yeah, the JJ at the end, JJ Jameson, he looks so mad. He looks so mad that Doom wasn't a good guy. He looks absolutely pissed off in the final panel. Like, holy crap, dude. He doesn't. Once he's proven wrong, he doesn't say anything for the rest of the comic. He's done. Like once Doom betrays everyone, like yeah, he doesn't say anything. But yeah, that is the end of the story. The story of Doom trying to take over the world, with a plug and play force field. A plug and play force field. Try to take over the entire world with it. Wow. Listen, I'm out of here. Alright, leave a like, comment, subscribe, if you want, all that stuff. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.